Hello, this video is brought to you by the literature class from grade 9 and 10, and today we will be analyzing The Torso of Air by Ocean Vuong. So we're going to interpret the theme, and it's going to be separated into several parts, so it's more coherent. The purpose of this video was, well, when we were analyzing this poem as a class, we wanted to find other interpretations of this poem, but we realized that there were barely any analysis online. So we decided to take matters into our own hands, and we hope this video can assist other students or people who are curious about our interpretation of this poem. We all thought that this poem was about identity. It's about how the experience of trauma can split and transform our personalities, and about how to reclaim happiness and our sense of self after trauma. Without further ado, let's start the video beginning with Bob Shu's poem reading.
Suppose you do change your life, and the body is more than a portion of night. Sealed with bruises. Suppose you woke and found your shadow replaced by a black wolf. The boy, beautiful and gone. So you take the knife to the wall instead. You carve and carve until a coin of light appears, and you get to look in. At last, when happiness, the eye staring back from the other side, waiting.
This stanza shows the damage has been inflicted to the individual. The line, "the body is more than a portion of night, sealed with bruises," suggests that the trauma has had such a deep effect that it has transformed the body. Imagine, suppose you walk out with a total stranger's body, you will be really concerned, you will feel the fear. In the first line, "suppose you do change your life," the word "change your life" suggests the need for a change due to the deep negative effects of trauma. However, the word "suppose" suggests that this transformation is only a hypothesis or an illusion.
I think the portion of night could connect to the Muslim beliefs of the third of the night. So according to them, in the last portion of the night, it's the best time to pray as Allah has descended from the skies to listen. I think this message sort of suggests that the individual has prayed to the heavens to escape from the confines of their negative emotions and trauma, and they've sort of offered their own body to whatever deity they have prayed to.
Yes, we also agree that a portion of night could also reflect how trauma has broken the narrator into pieces, and the narrator has changed due to the harm. Night often gives the sense of fear, symbolizing the psychological harm that trauma has bring to him. We also interpreted that the author's body gets darker and darker, like the night sky, due to the bruises on his body. These bruises can mean physical harm or the mental harm due to the trauma. Also, the word "sealed" highlights the trauma like a seal, sealing the trauma inside the body forever. It makes trauma a part of the body and can't completely erased. Just seal the pain, but those memories will still go on.
A shadow is a large part of your identity. It's the shape of your body, it's something that sticks to you through thick and thin. And to be replaced is often to be substituted by something because the original wasn't good enough. And I think the replacement of this shadow by the wolf suggests that the black wolf is an identity that's more appealing to the eyes of the society because the real world isn't kind to the weak or vulnerable. The shadow is more passive and follows people, while the black wolf is controlling and aggressive. A wolf is a wild animal, but it's only really aggressive or dangerous if it feels threatened or scared of something. So I think this shows that the wolf doesn't only represent the individual's inner conflicting emotions, but it also represents the fear of this trauma. Instead of being the antagonist of the poem, I think the wolf is more of the wall, the fake identity the individual has put up to shield themselves from the dark reality of the outside world.
In this part, for me, the most interesting and noticeable part was about the transformation from the shadow into the black wolf. While this transformation was smooth but happened so sudden, there are interesting contrasts between the shadow and the black wolf we can talk about. When you think about the shadow, it is something that we see every day, and it's not formed by themselves. They need light to exist and appear behind the light. And I think that's the key to understand the symbolism of both shadow and black wolf. And if you apply this natural phenomenon into our inner world, just as light and shadow coexist, inside us there are positive thoughts and negative thoughts that can coexist together. While the light can represent joy, happiness, innocence, or the goals, the shadow is the product that inevitably follows that goals. And in this sense, the shadow is passive. It follows like an unavoidable byproduct of moving toward light. So even if there are hidden wounds behind your hurt, it doesn't directly attack or harm you. It's quite a reminder of the pain or the fear that exists deep inside. It might shift and reappear depending on the light, where the light shines, but it doesn't destroy your feeling by itself. And the powerful moment of this poem is when the passive shadow turns into the active black wolf. The moment changes everything. This transformation shows how trauma works over time. At first, like shadow, pains and fears might be shifted and that lingers quietly inside you, but as the stress accumulates over time, it may grow into something stronger and harmful. And in that point, it's represented as the black wolf. The black wolf may paint your whole world darker, fading the beauties that you've been chased for. Let's now look at the two lines, the boy, beautiful and gone. I believe that the boy in this poem represents the author is himself, or the true essence of your identity, the purity of being yourself. This poem says the boy is gone, but it doesn't explain where he gone or how he disappeared. But we get the clue when we think about the black wolf. The black wolf had grown stronger and consumed the boy. For me, this means that the trauma became so big and it swallowed one's identity. When the boy is gone, it feels like losing yourself to the weight of the trauma. But what's interesting is that the boy is not completely destroyed. Even though the black wolf hid the boy away like he's gone, the boy has just been covered by the black wall inside, which is built by the black wolf, which says a lot about the true self can survive and wait to be found again over time in the darkness.
The word carve is an expression that suggests the oppressive nature of emotions. The wall is sealing all the painful memories and trauma inside, which forces these emotions to compress until carving the wall becomes the only release. Each carve is a manifestation of inner struggle, as if the narrator wrote this poem as an outlet for his emotions. The narrator is attempting to break through the barriers and regain self-identity and self-awareness. The repetition of the word carve gives a sense of the continuity of action, and this represents the value of salvation that is in the process rather than the result. This repetition also emphasizes the long and grueling process of recovery from trauma. The carving is an action of scratching something. It requires concentration, time, and constant effort to reshape the wall. This conveys that recovering one's identity is a long process. This also shows his determination to regain a sense of self-identity because it needs persistence.
The coin of light represents memories, identity, innocence, and one's true self. It shows that even though the black wolf ate the boy, but he didn't disintegrate, but he was just hidden by the wall of the wolf. The coin reflects fragility and fitness of hope. It is a narrow gap in the darkness. It can be fixed at any time. A coin also represents a transaction. To keep the light, the narrator must pay with his pain. Each card relives trauma. It's like inserting a coin into a vending machine. You keep paying the pain until the hope finally drops. The narrator must relive the trauma to find hope. But coin of light also represents a vision of salvation. The narrator discovers a way to redeem himself. The narrator gets to look through the hope of light. It is like he is watching himself in the future. He saw the happiness after the rebirth.
Looking can be seen as an isolated observation. This phrase shows that you can see happiness, but it's untouchable. It lurks behind a wall like a museum exhibit. This isn't a joy, but the act of almost getting something that is not within reach. It also can be seen as a split self-dialogue. It's a time-traveling conversation. It might be the future self who survived all the pain, staring back through the hole that the narrator carved. The rebirth selves watch the boy trapping the wolf's shadow, but the boy can't believe in this light because the trauma brought him a trust crisis. He wonders if that line is a lie or a promise.
And I have a different interpretation for looking. So, in the poem, it says, the coin of light appears. That means the boy has carved a hole, but the hole is only the size of the coin, which is really small. And when the boy looks into the light, what he can see must be partial and inaccurate because the view is really limited. So through the view, the boy sees what he thinks is happiness. However, this might not be because he might be deceived or the view itself is inaccurate, which means that the boy might not really be able to achieve what he saw and his fantasy cannot become realistic. Through carving, which represents pain, effort, fighting against trauma, and all the negative emotion it brings, the boy has finally rediscovered his true self, and that's where happiness comes from. But from the negative side, happiness could be seen as unreal happiness, the happiness the boy gets from acknowledgement from others, but actually is not from the boy's true heart. So the boy has went through trauma, and he has broken down the wall in order to get into the light. The light could be other people's view, could be other people's acknowledgement, but this might not be who the boy truly is, and maybe the boy just fit into another's values while abandoning who he truly was and the values he initially had. He might have changed himself too much to overcome the trauma.
So I'm going to analyze the I part. Okay, so first, the I can be seen as social supervision and split self. The I symbolized the socially conditioned self, how society judges the narrator for being different. It's also an inner mirror. The innocent past self and the traumatized present self stares at each other. The gaze intertwines trauma and hope, revealing how violence shapes one's identity. Second, the I can be analyzed as trapped identity. The I is the trapped true self behind the wall. The word waiting, hence despair. The true self never tried to break free, accepting its prison. But the coin of light suggests a glimmer of hope. Maybe the healed self can emerge. Third, the I can be interpreted as reclaimed identity. The eye contact between the boy and the current you is the moment of reclaiming identity. The boy's immorality in the gates proves trauma couldn't erase his innocence. Happiness isn't an end, but recognizing your true self and identity in the light. Fourth, the I can be seen as the past self. The past self forever trapped in trauma's shadow. The current you stares back, realizing you've become a stranger to your innocence. The current self grew up on this slide, got hurt here, and had to become a false self to survive. While the past self remained clean and innocent on the other side, all those four interpretations point out to stare into I isn't to find answers, but to realize we've survived by holding contradictions, light and dark, self and stranger, hope and despair.
The word in the last stanza of the poem is waiting. This word refers to the future of the boy. The boy staring at you in the back of the wall is the good side of the boy. The boy believes that he can go through all the trauma and goes back to the original. Also, when you are waiting for something, you are not really doing anything. For the boy, he was just waiting for others to carve the wall for him and get him out. It's like a feeling of suspense. You don't know what is going on to happen. You are curious but afraid of things that would happen.